NBA
Dude, that was
Street
so
Volume
fun.
2 is like one of the best games of my childhood.
Yeah,
Man, that game
dude, I
was awesome.
loved those games, bro.
Yeah, they don't really make games like that anymore. I guess because there's not a lot of money incentive in them. There's not a lot of like purchasable. You know, like
It's
pretty
more.
much every big game now has like in-game purchases.
That's yeah. That was what to say. It's more about incentivizing trying to purchase like skins, packs,
Yeah, which hey,
cosmetics.
people buy that shit up, man, and so
I
there's
mean,
no
yeah.
reason for the companies to switch it up, and that's why it's like a lot of these sporting games have flatlined, is because they're making so much money. It's like people aren't people are buying so much they don't need to change shit pretty
I
much.
mean, if the product, which is basically the people, if you think about it, like it's the product is us because they're trying to sell us their stuff.
Right.
And if the consumers want to pay for it, that's fine. I think that's up to the consumer.
Well, the thing is like
It
obviously every year people are gonna buy packs on Ultimate Team, buy packs on My Team for 2K, but it's about getting all that money and putting it into other game modes that are super popular. Like
I mean,
FIFA's career mode has been the same pretty much for 7 years, bro.
yeah,
6 years.
that's something you could say as like a sport fan, and especially like if you're a video game person. Like that's another thing. Like I was a huge video game person my entire life as well, but I also played soccer my entire life.
Yeah,
It's just video games are good, like especially you're good at source of entertainment.
yeah. I got. What was your first video game? How about that?
Pokemon. I had a Nintendo Game Boy Color and Pokemon. I think it was like Blue was like my first game, or like I also had this like Rugrats game.
Oh yeah, I had a Rugrats game, but my first ever game, my mom and dad had a P one. My mom and dad had a PS1,
Oh yeah,
and
PS1.
it was Star Wars,
Oh, that's
Phantom
what's up.
Menace.
I
It was
actually
crazy.
still to this day at 22 years old. I got that probably when I was like 3, 4, 5, 6, like somewhere around there. I still have that exact same yellow Game Boy Color, and it
Oh, that's
works.
sick.
It's like in pretty like pristine condition for like that old of a thing.
Yeah, my first gaming console was a PS2.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait, no, I think I had a Nintendo 64. Or no, that was at I think that was at a daycare. We
I
would
had
go there and play
I had a
Super Smash
Nintendo.
Bros.
I had a Nintendo 64 as well. I always thought like the 3-pronged controller was weird.
I don't know, I was used to it. I remember liking it.
Like you get used to it, but like I think it was a little weird at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's weird now,
At least to
considering
me.
the controllers now, because
They're more.
I guess it's
ergonomic.
kind of useless because you have two hands and it's three things.
Yeah, I mean it's more ergonomic to do it like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Damn, bro. They don't make games like they used to, though, man. That's the main point, because I think Cyberpunk 2077 was like the biggest leap of trying to make like a unique looking game and like a unique type of game. But
What do you mean?
people hated on that shit. Like, when's
What-
the last time you seen like a new unique video game?
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of
The
like
main games, for example,
there's like a
Last
generic
of Us
play.
2. It was Last of Us 2. I would say that Last of Us 2, Red Dead 2, GTA 5.
Are you
know-
talking like
you
just
get what I'm saying?
big
It's all
open world?
Yeah, it's already franchised video games, pretty much. Call of Duty,
Yeah, I mean with COVID,
Fortnite, I guess, were like the last big popular.
yeah, it really popularized battle royales. Honestly,
Yeah, and those are everywhere. Yeah. See, now that's a profitable format because
Yeah.
you can buy, like you were saying, skins and things like that.
bro, every
And now they're not
single
gonna
video
change that.
game has a fucking battle pass now.
They just go where the money goes.
Bro, literally Fortnite made like everything have a battle pass. It's insane.
Okay. Well, we've been playing a little bit of that GTA RP.
Yeah, GTA RP is very fun.
It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It depends on like the server and the environment, and you can get some really cool shit. But
You find a lot of characters. Basically, what GTA RP is regular GTA Online, but the people you find in there, like, there's basically people in there who play cops. They're like registered online in their Discord servers as cops.
yeah, it's like a whole like
There's
legit
paramedics, doctors.
community thing. There's like a whole like yeah, like you said, legit
And there's a lot of-
mechanics, tuners, other
Yeah.
shit.
There's a lot of gang wars, and there's real cars in there on like regular GTA. And basically, you meet a lot of characters because people go in there and just act like a completely different person, and it's really entertaining.
See, well, imagine GTA RP VR, like but like an in-depth VR.
That's basically the Matrix, man. If it's really good.
What do you think about like virtual reality stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think of like in-depth, like full conscious, like in Sword Art Online or like you go into like
I haven't
you sit
seen
in a
that.
chair and you're conscious and you're inside like a digital world.
That could be useful. I don't know. It depends. Because are you completely going unconscious, or are you like just putting on some goggles and like you're simulating the? Because what you're saying, full body movement VR would have to be like connected to your, like, you know what I mean, connected
I'm
to your
saying
body.
like not where you're moving your body, but you're moving your in game with your mind. Kind of like your
So your
visual,
mind's controlling it.
like a full in a full dive VR where you kind of like your mind goes, but like your body's not moving on the real world. It's kind of like a
So you're just sitting down and you have a VR headset, or you're standing up and you have so basically how it is now, just a little more advanced.
yeah, without you having to have like sensors all over your body to control everything.
Well, basically, I don't mind it. I actually have never tried a VR headset before.
Dude, when I was 21, I went to Tennessee because my sister is like 13 and a half years older than me. So I went for my 21st birthday. I went up to Tennessee with her, and we did this VR gaming thing, and we did like a puzzle escape room thing in like a pyramid. Dude, it was so fun. Like you could legit like shoot arrows to like break things. You can grab things, throw it. You can twist things.
Actually, I actually have done a VR thing. I take that back. It was at an arcade, and it was one of those ones where it simulates movements and things like that. And you sit you sit in like a 2-seater. You put the VR headset on,
Where was this at?
and you go down. I think it was on a cruise ship.
Really?
Yeah, you just sit down, and then it takes you like you're skiing. You were skiing. You ski down a mountain, and you feel all the movements and things.
Oh, that's crazy.
And like they had wind pushing on you. It was pretty cool.
What? That's
Things
realistic
like that.
as fuck.
Things like that are pretty cool, but I don't know. How do you think VR could be misused? I don't see a problem with VR.
I mean, there's good potential with VR. I mean, if you're being realistic, there's like a whole wide variety, and for a fact, porn like that porn industry is gonna go into that. There's
Yeah.
like porn games and porn like visuals and shit like that, and then obviously like it's
And
probably
there's so much money in that VR is going to get. There's going to be so much money put into VR because of that.
if it
It's
does
going to
pop
get
off
better.
like
It's,
that.
it's going to keep getting better and better.
I mean, you could even do like private like business meetings, or you can have like your own servers and like different realms. Maybe you can have like you can maybe I don't know, man. You can do like there's probably so much possibilities that you could do with VR.
They could use VR to simulate like wartime situations potentially, but I don't see the use in that. I feel like you could just run regular things. I don't know. I feel like VR is really
It would give you like realistic training experience though,
It would really be used
without the
Oh,
fear.
you know what it could be.
You could do
used?
like fighting without the work, like without the actual physical consequences, like UFC fighting. Like, you think you'd get that?
You gotta train your body too while you're training on martial arts.
I mean, yeah.
You're talking about like some Matrix thing. Where you go
well,
in
I
and-
feel like martial arts wouldn't get to that level. They wouldn't go to that level.
I think about it this way: if VR ever got to the point where it's super like it
Dominating.
feels, I don't even know what do you mean by that dominating.
maybe just like it's dominating the market, kind of like how back.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Now like phones are like
No,
the
basically what I'm
mainstream
saying,
thing.
if it gets super advanced, then it's super like realistic and like you're pretty much in there. I feel like if technology's that good, I don't know. I feel like people might get lost.
Well,
I might just use it all the time because VR pretty much can only be used for leisurely time. Besides what I was about to say, like imagine a doctor gets to go into a VR simulation, like someone training to be a doctor,
yeah, you could get
and
some
they
good
can
training
really
with
they
that.
can do a real deal heart transplant. Or
Well, I think they
something
already
like
have stuff like that, but not obviously like full in dive like VR. Like I was saying, they have like the
that. Yeah,
training stuff.
they use like
that.
dummies and things like that, right?
No, like they actually have like VR stuff, like
Oh, okay.
like the surgeon simulator
Yeah.
games, but like obviously more realistic and in depth stuff.
Yeah, but if it
But
gets
it's
that,
just like a
think about it.
headset, like hand.
If it gets that advanced, you don't think because if you're like in a VR and it feels like you're moving in the VR and it really feels like you're in there, shouldn't they also have something that
It'd be kind of like
that
Avatar
simulates progress? Say for example, like you were saying, on martial arts, like in the Matrix, where they simulate hours of practice and you instantly know it.
Mhm.
Don't you think they would have that type of technology at that time?
possibly, but
And
like
if they do have that type of technology, bro, people are going to be
a good
like,
analogy
The human race is going to be going crazy.
is like if you've seen the
in a
Avatar
bad
movie,
way,
the James
but-
Cameron one. It's like when the dude becomes a blue alien guy. it's kind of like that. It would be like the same concept for VR. Is you're basically like you're in that thing, but you're also like controlling the other thing.
Oh yeah, so that's that's connected
But like
to
in
your
a virtual reality way.
that's connected to your like system then, right? Like connected to your
But
body.
not the same kind of concept, but more technology.
I haven't seen Avatar in forever, if I'm being honest.
I'm still waiting for the second and third one because isn't it supposed to be a trilogy? Like, weren't they supposed to come out like sometime?
I think they're scheduled to come out.
Like this year, or the next, right?
I don't know. Maybe COVID pushed it back.
COVID just fucked everything, man. Honestly.
Yeah, but that'd be crazy though if you just simulated some shit and then you instantly knew. That like goes back to what you and Tristan were talking about being able to simulate multiple lifetimes, and then
And
it
get all
goes
that
into your brain.
experience.
It's like feels like a lifetime, but it's actually 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It manipulates your brain or something like that. It'd be something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much potential. I mean, the only thing we can really do is just wait and see what like the future is gonna bring, and we're just gonna have to learn to adapt and change with things, and hopefully we can just try to all get along and understand. That way, make it more of a smoother transition.
Yeah.
But that's just optimistic thinking. Obviously, there's not much. Hopefully we can just
A lot of
get
people,
more
people have a
peaceful.
lot of disagreements, but
I
you
feel
always want to shoot for.
we just need to get the average intelligence up. I think that'd be like a huge thing. Is if we can get like everywhere in the world to where they can get like literate, like their literacy rates going up. All this stuff. We have more stable economies and communities everywhere, and everyone's more fed and happy and homed. I mean, obviously, like this is very hard thinking. That is very wishful, I could say.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much down to.
Because the more smart, the more intelligent, the more well off you are. Like obviously, the more peaceful it can be. If everyone's happy, the more happier you work together, more inventions.
Yeah, it just comes down to each country, finding what makes them do good, because it's kind of hard to know what the hell's going on all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And
it'd be impossible for one person to manage the entire world, anyways.
Oh, of course, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying
that's why we got to come together.
People in certain countries, like countries that are doing bad, just got to vote for change or vote for. At the end of the day, as long as you give a country a voting chance, you know what I mean, to vote for who they think can lead the country in the right direction, I think that's always a good basis.
I actually just recently saw this thing about the Uruguayan president. He's the poorest president in the world. He drives like a beat down old truck, lives in a small house, and donates like 90% of his income. And he's like such a generous guy for like the position he is. It's crazy. How many people would do something like that position of power?
I don't know. Is he doing a good job? You got voted in by a lot of people, I'd assume, right?
All right, no, maybe he was a ex-president. I don't remember.
Look it up real quick.
Yeah, let's see. I think he was the ex-president of Uruguay.
Yeah. There's a lot of work to do all over the world, man.
His name
messed up.
Is Jose Mujica. Let's see. Jose Alberto Pepe Mujica Cordana is an Uruguayan politician and farmer who served as the 40th farmer. Wow. 40th president of Uruguay from 2010 to 2015. A former guerrilla. Wow, he was a guerrilla warrior with the Tupamaros, and he was in prison for 12 years during the military dictatorship. He's 86 right now.
See, that's crazy, dude. He was in prison for 12 years from a dictator, and then he got elected president.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying. The world's so massive, and there's so many issues and crazy things going on. It's like,
and you gotta
it's impossible to know everything that's going on in the world. You know what I mean?
But you also gotta see how he was like. It said he used to be a guerrilla warrior, like a guerrilla fighter.
Yeah, like guerrilla warfare.
And he they now describe him as the world's humblest head of state due to his austere lifestyle and his donation of around 90% of his $12,000 monthly salary to charities that benefit poor people and small entrepreneurs.
That's a good-hearted person right there, dude.
Yeah, it just shows that anyone can change
his country.
Yeah, I'm saying there's good-hearted people everywhere. Like everyone's low-key a good-hearted person.
I feel like that dictator, drastic times sometimes create the best of people. You know what I mean? That he was in prison for 12 years. That probably
12.
humbled him, man.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got to go through life.
Things like that.
Yeah, everyone needs to go through some hardship in life because it builds character and it lets you humble yourself and know kind of different qualities of life, and you gotta see, like, everyone should definitely travel.